Bum, ba-da-da-da-dum. Bum, ba-dum. Ba-da-da-da-dum. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, bum. Hello. Good morning, good evening, everyone who's listening. I think I should have the right mic this time. Yesterday, I did not have a very clean audio input, unfortunately. Things should be better now. Mm-hmm. Hello. Hi, Ray. Also, hello, good night, and Sniffles and Karashad. Y'all were here early. It is another good day to draw some Pokemon. Oh, sweet. Uh, the the Pokemon X and Y credits music is playing. Na, 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 mm, da, 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 da. Mm, mm. There we go. Got the screen up. So this is a two-character commission. It's gonna be a different pose than usual, as was asked for by the commissioner. So you'll see it once I start to farm it. Hello, Alex. Ooh. Oh, thoughts on Fakemon? Yes. I used to make my own Fakemon back in the day when I was a kid. I think I, wait, hold on, actually. I think I have it here. Yep. I have my book of Fakemon that I made when I was around, uh, 9 to 12 years old, perhaps, or 8 to 11 years old. I'll just show you all a quick camera shot of it. Here it is. It's in plastic. It was made on a composition notebook. And look, I called it Scarlet version. Scarlet, Cerulean, and Pine version. We can go through this book sometime. Maybe I'll redraw them. That sounds like a fun stream. Although for now, I'm gonna focus on the PMD stuff. My thought on Pokemon now is just that I think they're cool. I think anyone should be able to make their own fun universe of creatures, whether or not they are Pokemon-like. But in general, it's just a fun thing to imagine. Hi, Banj. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, I would find that fun, but also I'm worried about some of the things that I put in my old Fakemon book. I distinctly remember having a Pokemon that was named like Colony, like the word colony, but with focus on the word like the first 5 letters of that, which is weird, considering that's anatomical. That was just unfortunate naming. I don't memorize them anymore, like the fake mons I made, but I do wonder how I would design them now. That'd be fun, yeah. I'll add that to the list of idea streams that we can do. No, not Clooney. Clooney. Hi there, Kyata. These are commissions. Once the ones that are for today have been sketched out, I'd love to show you all a compilation of all the PMD Scarf commissions I've done so far, because there's a lot of them and they're all very wonderful. Yes, exactly. For now, I haven't been thinking too much about Fakemon just because I really love how Pokemon designs are so varied. I feel more like drawing the Pokemon that exist. Or maybe doing fusions, because the fusions are also fun. Yeah, I haven't thought of making new Fakemon lately. I honestly don't know who designs it anymore. The only designer I know is James Baxter, because they interviewed him during the Sword and Shield release trailer. Not release trailer, full trailer, the first main trailer that showed off the wild area. That's the only reason that I know who James Turner is. I'm gonna make him look like he's looking at the camera. This works somewhat. Yeah, that kind of works. I'll fix that later if I feel like it's too awkward looking. I just want them to be looking at the camera. Alright, this is good. Oh, wait, hold on, let me see. Did I... Let me check back on our messages. I might have just overlooked it. Oops. If you don't mind, could you re-message me on Telegram? Oh, I see it. Yeah, I see it. Thank you. Yeah, my apologies about that. I did a Cubone commission the other day, and also a Lucario. It kind of confused me because I had checked those off my list, but I had not done yours yet. So we can do yours next. We can put it into the queue here. Yeah. I made a ghost puppy Pokemon. Yeah, we had a Charizard in PMD1. Ooh. Yeah, like if I did fake Mon, I'd probably do some fake Mon about my country. Ah, yep, we were talking about Fakemon. I briefly showed an old notebook I made when I was about 10-ish, which is full of Fakemon, but they were Fakemon made by a 10-year-old, so you probably wouldn't expect something high quality. Just something made with a lot of love and earnestness. Yeah, I remember the Fakemon leaks as well because that was the time. That was the first time I was tuned into a new Pokemon generation while it was happening. Yeah, I feel like Pika Blue was because someone had maybe perhaps someone had seen Meryl and thought that it would be a Pikachu form. I wasn't tuned into leaks during that time. During like the early 2000s, my favorite thing to do was to read about Pokemon glitches, missing no and all that. Mysterious mysteries about Pokemon glitches. Peekaboo. That's a great name. Maybe that'll be a Mimikyu evolution. That's a great name for a Ghost Chew. Yep, I remember. I do remember seeing Mew 3 as a name, but I still wasn't tuned into Pokemon around that time. I returned to Pokemon in 2017 when Gamer Moogle gave me a 3DS. He gave me a 3DS as a gift for over New Year's, and that was the first time I tuned back in. But by then, Sun and Moon have already been out, and that was only the time that I played X and Y. Yeah, Mew 3 was just Mega Mewtwo Y, I think. Mega Mewtwo Y was Mew 3, or Mega Mewtwo X, because both of them looked different anyways. Yeah, who knows how the dominoes would have fallen if Gamer Moogle didn't gift me his 3DS back in 2017. I probably wouldn't be a Pokemon fan. At least not as much as I am now. Who knows if I would have made my PMD animation. Because Gamer Moogle also gifted me a copy of Super Mystery Dungeon. Yeah, it really is amazing how the wheels turn. I am in the room that I made my first short film it's super effective in because I went back to this place to live in this place only a few months ago, just a few months ago was when I came back here because I used to live in another place and then a second place and a third place for college. I bounced around those places between the time before I graduated. So I graduated, then I made it super effective, uh, and then I got a Switch, and then I played Sword and Shield. Sword and Shield was the first time that I played a new generation of Pokemon when it was still new. Like that was the first time ever that I played it while it was still new. I always got the generations like a few years late because we didn't really regularly buy game things. It wasn't until I got my own income that I started buying game things on my own. Yes, I think Diagoro was on the slideshow. It should be because it's one of my favorite drawings. I am curious. What is a game that you like? For example, if I mention the 3DS, what is the first game that you remember really, really wanting to play on the 3DS? Or like, what is the first game you bought for the 3DS? Or the first game you played on a 3DS? I remember mine. The first game I played on the 3DS was Rhythm Heaven Megamix. It was the only game on my 3DS at the time. Uh, I didn't have money back then, so I borrowed money from my dad, and I said that... No, I told myself that if I get Rhythm Heaven Megamix, I'll have something to play for hours and hours that I won't feel the need to get any new games yet. I'm always looking for that feeling. It was so good to play all those classic Rhythm Heaven songs in the handy little 3DS. Oh, you were in the ambassador program. That's cool. Just the one that means the most to you, like personally in your heart, that you feel like, yep, this is the one. This is the game. Like I remember the first time picking up a 3DS, or I remember the first time I felt so happy playing on a 3DS. Yep. When I saw on Tumblr people posting gifs of people petting Pokemon, that like blew my mind. I was like, oh, I need to get this game, and I didn't have any way to, because I didn't have income, and I didn't have it was not easy to ask for one, because you know, times weren't exactly easy. Oh yeah, I love Yokai Watch. Yokai Watch does really great on a graphical level. Everything looks so vibrant and pretty. There are a lot of cute and interesting creatures in Yokai Watch. A couple of years ago, I had a copy of Yokai Watch Red, Yokai Watch Blasters Red Cat Core, and that's one of the rarest 3DS games. I sold it for about $120. It was worth it. Because the person was a Yokai Watch collector. They're like, please, I want to have that red cat game. I was like, sure. I did keep the white dog version though, because there's the red cat core and the white dog squad. I still have my copy of White Dog Squad. I'm still keeping it. It's the one that I play. Oh, okay. I see. Your purchases are Wii U adjacent. Ah, Cianwood City. No, not Cianwood City. National Park. Wait, is it National Park? It is, right? Nope, it is Cianwood City. My first, my first recognition was correct. Anyway, I'm just a huge fanboy for 3DS, so I'll probably repeat such conversations in future streams if it ever comes up. Hi, bye. I know that there are certain ways that you can still play Yokai Watch 3 if you have a one of those modded units, you know? No, Yokai Watch 3 is a very rare game. I don't think it'll be easy to find cartridges. Over my years of buying and selling 3DS games, uh, that's one of the things that I am pretty well identified with is the prices of secondhand games, at least in a general sense. Stuff like Dragon Quest 8 or Metal Gear Solid 3D or any of the boxed collector's editions of games like Senran Kagura or I think it's called Code of Princess. Oh, the theme is um this is Bluebirds 2 from Rhythm Heaven DS. But yes, those are some of the most valuable 3DS cartridges, physical cartridges. Metal Gear Solid 3D, Dragon Quest 8, um, and anything with a collector's edition is also boxed editions of stuff. Yeah. But yeah, Will of the Wisp, if you can emulate on one of those, you know, one of those certain units that have had some certain modifications. I am curious to see what games will become more valuable as the years go on, because the 3DS, uh, like compared to the prices that DS games go for, the 3DS is still not at that point. I mean, I really do think that Nintendo should have kept their storefronts open because now the only way for people to get certain games is by emulating them, which is quite sad. People are very much willing to pay for stuff if you make them easy to buy. Just look how successful Steam is. Steam has like I bought Peggle from Steam at a very cheap price. Peggle is like years, like decades old now, and I was able to get a legit copy of it on Steam. So if Nintendo did the same thing with their retro older games, they would be very successful, I'm sure of it. Yeah, I love Peggle. I never got to play it as a kid. Now playing it, I'm like, this is the best thing ever. I did a tier list on Twitch where I ranked my favorite games. Uh, I would be willing to do such streams here on YouTube again. Because when I did it on Twitch, I was a bit rambly because I was very excited. If I could do that over again and give myself a time limit on talking about games, I would love to do it here on YouTube. I think that would be fun. Or maybe I'll have a different category, like my favorite games from this era, or my favorite games to spend time on, or my favorite games that I recently played, something like that. My Twitch VODs, by the way, are available on YouTube. They're on this channel. I'll link it into the chat. So in case you're curious about what I get, what things I get up to on Twitch, you can check out this channel. The VODs are uploaded so that the most recent stream is the most recent video. Well, I guess that's how it works for everybody, but what I mean is if you want to see older streams, you'd have to scroll all the way down. Yay! Hi, dude. Yeah, that's true. They'll have such a hard time with backwards compatibility slash retro support for any of the dual screen consoles. But they were at least able to do something with the Wii U, because on the Wii U you could play DS games on one screen. It would just display the screens next to each other, or in some other sort of form that you wanted. There were choices. You could customize how it looked. Okay, here I'm gonna show you. This is my Twitch, my channel for 3DS was released in 2011. Yeah, I'll send you my YouTube channel where I post my Twitch VODs. Yeah, the 3DS released in, I think, holiday of 2011, a few months before the Vita. Yeah, that's true. The Wii U did still have the two-screen thing, which is, you know what? Who knows what the Switch 2 will look like? Maybe they'll find some way to do that. I just think that the Wii U was not a bad idea. It was just communicated poorly. Cause seeing as they had just come from the DS generation, adding dual screen support to the Wii U was a good idea. And who knows? Well, we still technically came from the 3DS generation. Maybe they have that in mind. We have seen a couple of 3DS games get ported over to the Switch, such as Miitopia, and they turned Ghost Trick from the DS into a single screen experience. What else did they do for the 3DS? Did they do anything else? Why do I feel like I'm missing something? I feel like Miitopia wasn't the only 3DS game that they ported over to the Switch. Yeah, the GBA games are still on the expansion pack version of NSO. So that's something at least. I was playing it earlier. Oh yeah, The World Ends With You is also... Yes, that's right. What else? Oh yes, of course. Ace Attorney as well was a DS thing. Oh right, Luigi's Mansion 2 HD is also a 3DS game. And I don't know if did they put Ever Oasis on the Switch? Oh, and also Monster Hunter Stories 1 will be coming to the Switch next month. So that's a few. That gives them precedent to do more. So yeah, Luigi's Mansion 2, Miitopia, Monster Hunter Stories 1. Oh, not Ever Oasis, sad. Sadly. Oh, there was a mobile version of The World Ends With You. I didn't know that one. There are just so many possibilities for whatever will happen in the June Direct that I'm excited for all of the good ones. But even like there just seems to be so many possibilities for good things to happen in terms of what games we get. I feel like whatever happens in this June Direct will be the omen for what happens during the Switch 2's release. I don't know if they track physical games as part of purchases. Maybe it's when you inserted the cartridge for the first time, or perhaps if you got DLC for the game. FF Tactics, yeah. And Tactics A2 as well. Yeah, we'll just have to see. It's really exciting because the president of Nintendo said that Nintendo Switch Online would carry over to the next console, which highly suggests that NSO will remain the same. So when we get whatever the next console is, uh, we'll still have access to all those retro games, I suppose. I don't see why they wouldn't. Yes, Really Women's Inner R. As was asked of me to make a cute couple of flexing dudes. Yeah, if they don't have any sort of backwards compatibility support on the next Switch, it'll be a disaster, like an absolute disaster. One of the things that kept the 3DS afloat during the time when it wasn't selling very well was the fact that it was backwards compatible with all DS games, and the DS was still the most popular handheld in the world. Well, it still is. In terms of sales, at least. The Nintendo Switch already outpaced the DS in terms of software sales, but not hardware sales, which is a very interesting metric. The DS did not reach 1 billion software units. It was like 900 million something something. But the Switch is already 1.2 billion software units. I'm a numbers nerd when it comes to games, so I have all these things in my head. What was that tactics-esque game? Triangle Strategy? Ah, okay, yeah. I love turn-based games. Strategy is certainly one of the games that I enjoy. It depends on the systems that they have. Like I really like old school Fire Emblem, as well as Awakening. Three Houses is fun, but there's a lot of like busy work in between the fights. I started playing Wargroove recently. Wargroove 1. I also played Floppy Nights. Floppy Nights is fun. Cute, cute cartoony strategy, turn-based strategy game. And we also have Advance Wars. I tried Advance Wars for a bit. It's also Advance Wars is quite challenging. Yeah, limited customizability and gimmicks. I feel like I could say the same about some of the strategy games I've played so far. Uh, Advance Wars is quite restrictive, but I suppose that's part of its challenge. Three Houses is wonderful, but there really just is a lot of like filler in between the strategy fights. Oh, I've never heard of that game, Mighty Switch Force. I've never heard of it before, or at least I've never seen it. I feel like that's a familiar name to me, but I don't know what the game is like. Yeah, my first Advance Wars experience is on the Switch. I never played it as a kid. Yeah, you had to scroll through lots and lots and lots of games. Yeah, you finally know. You need to hope the computer is feeling merciful. Yeah, some games are just hard, and you need to take a break from them. Oh, today I defeated my first. I defeated my first Souls-like boss. Like without any cheese, like without having to cheese it. Because the first boss in Dark Souls, which I have played a bit of Dark Souls. The first boss of Dark Souls has this thing where it teaches you about the diving sword mechanic. So you jump in from a high position and then you like dive with your sword. I don't know. I don't think that's what it's called, but it just shaves off a bunch of that boss's health. I played another Crab's Treasure today, and I beat the first boss. It took me no less than 10 tries, but I feel proud as a guy who doesn't play Souls-likes. The only reason I played Dark Souls is because I had a copy of the game, and Pandago, who is in chat with us, played some more bosses with me, because that is best played with someone who actually knows what they're doing. And I certainly did not. And the game was not very, the game doesn't really teach you, and it's not very merciful or helpful. Yeah. Thank you. This is just a lot of practice of how to make pecs look good. Oh, yes, indeed. They have not instant already? Really? Huh. I have not been keeping up with the SB raids. Dark Souls is very learn from your mistakes. I feel like Dark Souls is learn from your mistakes, but it's also very haha, gotcha. You still have the Charizard raid? You haven't gone online while playing Scarlet and Violet? Quite interesting. Yeah, I suppose so. Alright, see you, well. I suppose that could be how you see Dark Souls. I think it's just because the world of Dark Souls is not as welcoming or appealing to me, but the world of Another Crab's Treasure is. Like, I feel very attached to the main character, and I want to see them succeed. Plus, it was designed to be not as hard as regular Souls-likes, to be some sort of difficult but approachable entry point for people, which is what I wanted. So it seems like it's gonna be the game for me. We'll see how I feel as I go along. Oh, the game that is the game for me is called Another Crab's Treasure. It was released very recently, like a couple of weeks ago. Another Crab's Treasure is a Souls-like. You know, you collect stuff to help you power up, and then you fight bosses, and if you get killed, you drop your power-up stuff, but you can come back and get your power-up stuff by going to where you died. And it's meant to be challenging. It was challenging for me in the first boss. We'll see how much better I get at the game. Thanks. Okay, I'm gonna save this for now. I'm gonna go take a short break, and oh well, actually I'm gonna add a little arms to this guy first, and then I'll take a short break, send this over to the commissioner, and then I'll do the next one, which is the one for Klaus. I don't know if Klaus is still in chat right now. There, okay. I'll just send this over for now, and then I'll tell the commissioner that I have it here. They also asked for a bandana on the arm, so I'll think I'll put it over here, unless they ask me to put it somewhere else. The scarves will be on the arms. Alright. And then we save, and then I will take a break. Hello. Ooh. Yes, I find Dark Souls great for artistic interpretation when I read the lore of Dark Souls. Like, I love the idea of the game and the story. The gameplay is a different thing. When I say that the game is opaque, I mean that there are so many things that was like, how would anyone know this without looking it up? There just seems to be so many very specific things like that. And I'm sure everyone's got their own opinions. Uh, it's just my own tastes that a game like Celeste is the hard game for me because I did play Celeste. I finished the main story of Celeste. And Hades. Hades 2 was a difficult game that I overcame through grit and determination. Dark Souls was just not it wasn't my thing. Another Crab's Treasure seems to be more my thing. The juxtaposition of the cutesy character going through the cutesy main character facing terrible, merciless enemies who so far they've been horrible, and it seems like the precious bean main character who you play as is gonna either be somewhat corrupted by the hardships he's facing, or maybe he'll stay the same, and the cruel world will not shape him. But who knows, honestly. Alright, the summon messages. Yeah, I do know that the summon messages are supposed to be clues left by people. Sometimes they are, and sometimes they're fake. And when we were online, we got attacked by another player, and like that wasn't that was. I'm sure someone finds that fun. I just find that distracting. What do we always say here on the Trib Dinosaur channel? Everybody is someone's favorite. And Dark Souls is definitely a lot of people's favorites. It works in the same way that maybe my favorite is something else. So when it comes to difficult games, it's Celeste and Hades, and also Mad Rat Dead. I would say Mad Rat Dead is quite a difficult game, and overcoming it was an important and rather not really formative, a rather memorable challenge experience for me, because there's quite a lot of things you have to relearn when you're doing platforming that's set to music. One of the difficult things in Mad Rat Dead was disappearing platforms and moving enemies that you had to account for when you were platforming to the beat. And the hardest challenge for me was the last boss. I got stuck on the last boss, so I took a break for a couple months. And what I did on that break was just play earlier levels. And I got used to the movement of Mad Rat Dead. You know, how do you get from one place to another when you can only move on the beat? And then I went back to the last boss, and then I defeated it. It took me 2 months of a break between the first time I tried it and kept failing, and then the second time when I did it. That was a great feeling of fulfillment, especially since the story of Mad Rat Dead it's one of my favorite I love those characters, and to say more would be to spoil it, so I will not spoil it. But I love that story. It was a great reward for finishing it. I've done the 3 big guy lists, 2 on Twitch and 1 on Picarto. Yes, Glamrock Freddy and regular Freddy were on those lists, but I think they were separate, if I remember correctly, or maybe they were both there, but just far apart. I haven't made my own wall of men yet. I've only done other people's. We'll see when I do my own. I'll have to collect a bunch of ideas first. Okay, I'm gonna start this next one. We will draw another Lucario today, and I think that makes Lucario the most commonly requested, the most commonly commissioned Pokemon in my PMD list so far. I'll have to double check to see who the next one is, but I'm pretty sure Lucario is #1 in popularity. When I'm done with a few more, I'll make a little list to see the most popular ones. Hello, Alonzo. Nice to see you here on YouTube. Alonzi. Oh, this is from DDD's Drum Dash Deluxe, which is the standalone $8 eShop game on the 3DS that was based on the minigame from Triple Deluxe. It is a music game that I enjoy a lot. Like, no joke, I wish that they would port DDD's Drum Dash Deluxe to the Switch. Just for me, just to make me happy. Only me. And whoever else is a fan of the game, I suppose. Yes, these are all commissions. If you would like your own PMD Scarf commission, I have a link here to get one of your own. It's tinyurl.com/ Oops, that's the wrong one. Hold on. I need to retract this one and change it. It's... I added an extra letter by accident. This is the one. This is the right link. Well, it was from a previous Kirby game as well, but they used the music in the DDD's Drum Dash game. This is like a version of that music that can be played along with the music gameplay of DDD's Drum Dash. Oh yeah, well yeah, the boss fights. The boss fights in Rescue Team. Yeah, I like to think that, like personally, I like to think that there are multiple humans in the PMD world who all just appear in different places. That was one of the comics I did on Twitter that I never got to continue yet, but I've always been planning to continue it. Just I just need to actually do it. Oh yeah, they can rescue another. That's true. That's interesting. Yeah, you could do that too, like just a Pokemon universe without anyone having to be human. That PMD comic I did, where I mentioned the multiple humans in one universe, is my most popular Twitter post ever. Like I was so surprised that idea caught on so so hugely. Just another reason why I want to continue it, because I had more to say about that idea. I just didn't uh, do more pages yet. Comics are hard, and they're definitely something that I struggle with. I haven't gotten the rhythm yet of drawing a comic. Even as much as I've drawn commissions a lot, I struggle with a long form storytelling in comic form. I feel like humans are they're like creatures of another dimension, so we would accept that Pokemon know that other dimensions exist because It seems like a lot of the I mean some of the ruins in the friend areas of Pokemon of PMD look like they were human-made structures. Oh yeah, I think we should avoid spoiling stuff just in case someone watches this video later on. Since someone who's not on live chat watches it later on. Yeah, I hope you're having fun making your PMD comic. Gates is 3DS. Yep, the Gates had this special feature where you would point your 3DS at some circular object and it was supposed to open a gate. Oh, what multi-hit moves? Like in PMD? We'll see. I've seen a lot of PMDOCs. I wonder what Pokemon I've not seen as a PMDOC. I'm curious if I could even figure that out. Did this music repeat? Like it did. Aw, Palmot's so cute. Shuckle has the ability to cure sickness, apparently. I still haven't gotten my Palmo to evolve into a Palmot. It's so hard. I'm doing my best though. I finished the entire game and the post game of Scarlet and Violet, and I've done a lot of DLC. I mean, I finished the DLC. But then again, I didn't have them on my team the whole time. But I did have them in the team for the main story, and they haven't evolved into a Palmot yet. The Blueberry Academy Elite Four is hard because they based it on competitive strats, which is something that I greatly enjoy. I love the double battles, and I love how challenging they were compared to the regular story. Double battles should just be the standard, honestly. It just makes things more interesting. Yeah, Alex, that's a good inspiration to do it, is that you see cool stuff around you and you think, "Hey, I could do that too." That's a great way to be inspired artistically. Yep, 0 aura time. Got these eyes right. These shapes are not working for me. I have to edit this slightly. Oh, thanks. That was that how Coliseum 3 was? I never got to play Coliseum at all. I missed a huge chunk of gaming history because we just didn't have the consoles around here. Four different versions sounds very difficult. They would have to be very different as well. Yeah, it's just how it is. I grew up with a PS2 and basically nothing else in terms of home consoles. We had a Game Boy Advance and some old Game Boy games and Advance games, so there was that as well. But yeah, in terms of console gaming, we went from the PS2 to the GBA all the way to the 3DS. I skipped everything in the middle. Yeah. The first console I ever bought with my own money was the Switch, which is probably one of the reasons why. Well, it's also because I love the idea so much, but it's also the reason why I play like I have such a good memories of it basically from the very beginning. Other than the fact that I just loved the idea too much, I was like I had to have this thing. This is like the coolest thing I've ever seen. Hello. Yeah, everyone's got their own preferences on what games they enjoy. I mean, you're talking to someone who one of my favorite Pokemon games ever is Pokemon Battle Trozei for the 3DS. Not Pokemon Trozei for the DS. The the action speed puzzle version. Pokemon Battle Trozei is one of my favorite games ever. And I could probably just point my camera to a 3DS right now and show y'all some gameplay. Although I'm sad that my original save file in Battle Trezor got deleted. At least I have pictures of it. Yeah, it got deleted when my SD card broke down. Yeah, I do miss that. The cool spin-offs. Like earlier this week I was playing Pokemon Ranger. That game is just so cool. I'm sure a lot of you folks have a lot of you folks have played Ranger. But like I said, because I skipped over the DS generation, I'm only recently getting into all of these old games that I missed. Yep, my library was salvaged, just not my save files. Oh, thank you so much, Terry. I appreciate reading that. Thank you for telling me. Oh yes, and hello, Bobushi. I myself, I have played a lot of Pokemon Cafe Remix, but I've never uh paid for stamina. Never ever. I think the one time I bought something on the one and only time I bought something from Cafe Remix was they had this like 99-cent express delivery ticket package thingy, and I got one of the rare outfit Typhlosions from it. So I guess that was fun. Oh, I see. Okay. I don't think TPC really cares about that, honestly. A lot of people like to project onto companies, but the the easiest way to look at things is just to look at the most reasonable explanation. It was probably because they didn't sell well. Yeah, me too. I wish that I thought that when the trailer came out in 2020, I really thought that Cafe Remix would be a diner type video game. The only reason that I'm so confident about me being able to play the game is because over the years, Cafe Remix has given a lot of gifts, which are usually stamina diamonds and other such freebies. So sometimes I would just log on to get those freebies, and now I have like over like hundreds of stamina gems in reserve. Anytime I need to play the game, I just open it and then I use those reserve gems, which inevitably will give me more gems because they're part of the rewards in events. So I just never run out of them. Plus, if you don't play for a few months and come back, they give you that unlimited stamina bonus for a few hours. That's why I only play every few months. Oh, thank you. Yeah, we were talking about the Dynamax video yesterday. Yes, Mayo. I think it is a good strategy because I don't want every event anyway because I don't want every Pokemon and such. But yes, we were talking about the Dynamax video yesterday, and I mentioned how that final line was not really planned when I got the idea for the video. It just came as a spontaneous idea of how to end the video on a funny note. Yes, I also wanted it to be Kurt's doing that caused the Dynamax. All these like little decisions that go into the simple storytelling for such a uncomplex video. Thank you so much. Oh, cool. Who's the fossil dragon? Dragon? Is that Aurorus or is it the fossil T-Rex? Which would be Tyrant. When I first played Pokemon X and Y, I played Y, and because I went into the games completely blind from the walkthroughs and such, like Well, when you go, for people who don't know the term blind playthrough, it means you don't read anything about the game beforehand. I was totally surprised when they gave me a Gen 1 starter. I was mind blown and incredibly happy. I was so I was like I'll always remember that feeling. Oh, that'd be cute, yeah, if you share a house with your partner. I don't even know where he got a free house. Although it is I feel like it's implied by the universe that Wigglytuff gave the character your partner a house because Wigglytuff is just giving houses away. My team in Y also has a Dunsparce. Dunsparce, I'm pretty sure Dunsparce. I was gonna say Dunsparce had the final blow in the Elite Four, but actually I think it was my starter. But it was one of them there. Cause I run a Dunsparce with Rocky Helmet and Roost. So just tanking some hits, damaging the opponent, and then healing health. Ah, yes, okay. So you nicknamed your T-Rex fossil. I just like Dunsparce all over. Y'all were there in in yesterday's stream where I showed my Dunsparce plushie. If you would like to see my plushies, uh, just say so and I'll bring them onto the camera. I'll have to choose a few. I don't have that much space here, but I can get a few. Okay, well, actually, before we switch to plushies, I'm gonna finish the sketch for this, and then I'll send it to the commissioner, and then we'll switch over to plushie land. Yeah, I don't know who chooses the stats for Pokemon. It's certainly not the same person who designs the creatures or animates their sprites. I'm pretty sure that's not one person who does all of that. So, and I'm also Or I'm going to guess that the person who writes the Pokedex entries is also not in charge of that. I feel like those are all different jobs. Just, just a guess. Okay, I'm gonna save this for now, and then I'll send it over, and I'll ask the commissioner if they like it. Or what things they'd like me to change about it. It's lower than its first stage? That's crazy. Why would they design it like that and then have a Dex entry that, well, like I said, they don't talk to each other. The people who put stats and write the Dex don't talk to each other. So a slow stat Pokemon with a Pokedex entry that says it's fast is... That just happens everywhere in Pokemon Land. Yeah, I feel that. Let me let y'all into a little behind the scenes idea. One of the ideas I have for another animatic is PMD Pokemon reading Dex entries and debunking them or reacting to them like that's not true. Mud Cargo being hotter than the sun while also existing on the planet. Can you imagine? Written by kids. Goodness, this song really likes to come back in the shuffle playlist. I'm going to... Oh. What happened? Like, the songs just disappeared from the playlist. That's why it kept repeating. That's weird. I've never had that happen before. So I'm gonna reset my music player. Hello. I'm just about to show people my plushies. Pokemon plushies specifically. Yeah, and look at create gust that uplift a house. Sure, that's realistic. Oh, Pokedex entries, you are an unlimited source of fun. Alright, so some of my plushies are actually not in this room yet because as I said, I moved locations a few times. So some of my plushies are not here, but that's fine. I have a few that I can show. Oh, thanks so much, Terry. I appreciate that. And you can always go back and watch the stream once it's been uploaded, so you can watch it anytime. In case you would like to see just what stuff what sort of shenanigans we did. Okay. So here's our first plushie. The Dunsparce plushie that I said earlier. Oops, here we go. He's Dunsparce. He's quite small, but very cute. Dunsparce are much larger in real life. They're like, are they 3'11"? Is that how tall Dunsparce are? Or long Dunsparce are? Or are they bigger than that? Um, Next we got another favorite. Gogoat. Goat. Gogoat definitely one of in my top 3 favorite Pokemon. Rah. Oh, sorry about that. I realized now that because I had the screen paused that it wouldn't appear. Don't worry, I'll restart and you'll get to see them for reals instead of me just describing them to you. Whoa, hello, camera. There we go. Sorry. Now it's back. You see, this is just one of the other reasons why I should be excited to get my PC later on. Okay, so here we go again. Bonk, Dunsparce, and Gogood. 2 top tier Pokemon in my list. They're friends. I like the Dunsparce because it just looks like oops. The Dunsparce just looks like more Dunsparce. It's also a pun on redundancy because you got the dun dun, like the sound dun dun repeated twice. I do have the PMD book in the back of my room, but right now we're just showing the plushies. Plush. Okay, hold on. Whoops, whoa. And of course we have this tall fellow. Look how tall he is. Ta-da! Is Koraidon. I can't get his whole body on screen, just how tall he is. Look at the looping screen in the back. Because I'm broadcasting the camera to my monitor so you can see it repeating. Yeah. What a large boy. Okay. Now I'll get this guy. I was so happy to get this plushie. I think it was the first time I ordered a plushie internationally. Because there is a service in Japan called Mecha Japan, MECCHA, that ships to other Asian countries, and I think they'll also ship to America, probably North America, maybe. It's Hisuian Braviary, one of my favorites from Legends Arceus. He's got real feathery, wispy hair that makes him look like an old wizened bird. I'm sad that I didn't get a Basculegion plushie because during the first run of the plushies, I only had limited budget, and I'm glad I chose Hisui and Braviary, but because they're so rare now, I would have loved to have gotten a Basculegion. Who else do we have here? Oh, um, can't go wrong with a classic. It's Kurt. Look, he wants to give you a hug. Boop. Funny enough, because I moved locations, I don't actually have my Charmeleon plushie with me right now. Yeah, my Charmeleon plushie is somewhere else. There is a picture of the Charmeleon plushie in the slideshow, though, so you'll be able to see him there. Look how wonderful Wartortle's tail is. They didn't put three tails, which would have been more accurate, but that's fine. That makes sense in a plushie. Uh, it would be hard to have a three-tailed plushie that's completely floofy as a Wartortle's tail is. Hug! Kurt wants a hug. Okay. This is becoming a large pile of plushies on my table. Considering he's not here. Oh man, that's funny. That's funny. I want to take note of that. Yeah, back in January, I announced that there would be a sequel to Fire Type Heart, which would complete the trilogy of Rio and Kurt PMD animations, but because I couldn't complete it in March, and then I got sick. It's been delayed for a while, and I told everybody that basically I need to take it slow and work on it on a proper pace because trying to do all-nighters to finish the animation landed me in the hospital. um, the lesson is take care of yourself first, and you will have time for your other pursuits. Well, let's go back to Gen 6 now with T-Rexosaur, the dinosaur tyrant. Look how boopy this snoot is. Excuse me, Kurt. I'm just gonna lie down on you. Ellen. He's also very large, plus look how big his head is. Bonk. What a cutie. Uh, and a possibly even taller cutie. Hold on. I'm running out of space on the table. I'll just keep it here. You'll be able to see them. Hey, it's Lugia. Another very tall plushie. I think it's taller than Koraidon just because Lugia has such a long neck. You lie down here, Lugia. Whoa! Oh no! Oh gosh. It's okay, Lugia can fly. It's fine. There they are. They're sleeping. And one more. Oh, I do have an extra large plushie I could show you. Hold on, give me a second. It's not a Pokemon though, but it is large. Black screen, black screen. Okay, ready for the large plushie? That's not a Pokemon? Yeah, it's a shark. It's the IKEA shark. It's so big that it's covering the whole table. Uh, it's bigger than my TV, than my monitor, yeah. Roar. I'll put, I don't know how to pronounce the, oh, my post-it notes fell. I don't know how to pronounce the name, but it's spelled like Blahaj, Blahaj. I'm sure there's a proper way to pronounce it though. Okay, the table's getting a bit crowded, so I think we're gonna end with one more plush. And then maybe next time when I get more of my plushies from my old location, I can do another plushie run. Yes, I love glowy stuff. Got that glowing keyboard. What better way to close out the current plushie pile than our friend Gengar. Bop. Hi, buddy. He's waving. Yep, there's a bunch of our plushies. Whoa, look at that endless Gengar. Woo! Wah! Yeah, I'm gonna need to clear out my my table after this. Yes, but thank you all for seeing all these plushies and appreciating them with me. All right, I'm gonna clean up the plushies. I left the screen on this freeze frame. That's another thing that I'm gonna have to upload later on. Yesterday we went through the funny names of my Mystery Dungeon DX Pokemon in the camps, and today we went through all these plushies. Yeah, next time I'm gonna get the ones that are not here. uh, Woo! Yeah, we love Hisui and Braviary. Gengar sees things that the others cannot. For he is a ghost type. And he knows the ghosty ways. Ah, sweet. Enjoy, Dwalin. Nice to see you here again. It's always a good day for large Pokemon. Okay, that should be today's stream. Yeah, we did 2 commissions, not too many, but we did do some fun ones and very cute ones. Tomorrow, maybe we won't do just commissions. Maybe we'll forego the more traditional format. The reason that it was good for me to do commissions for these 3 days is so that I could catch up with the orders. Although I think I still have actually, before I go, before I say that the stream is over, I have somebody here that I said that I would do theirs. So let's do that one first, before I end it. So not good night yet, because I remember that Klaus asked me to do the Cubone and Riolu commission. So I will do that real quick. Not the whole commission, but a sketch of it. Yeah, I'm gonna I'm gonna make the executive decision to not end the stream yet. Not just yet. Actually, but while we're here, I can keep talking about what we could do on tomorrow's stream. If we could have a different format or do something more interactive. The last time we talked about interactivity, we said that we could do some suggestions. Maybe design our own PMD game. That could be one. Or uh, I could show you me animating stuff. That was another possibility. Or I could do a stream where I talk about video games. I think Cubone's pretty cool. I feel like Cubone needs a hug. Yeah, I feel like I want to stream tomorrow. It's just that it wasn't guaranteed. I feel quite fine streaming tomorrow. Maybe, but yeah, but like I said, it probably won't be as strictly formatted as the commissions stream. Meaning we could do other things. We could do we could do like drawing just for fun, that kind of stuff. Oh, hold on. I think I need to reset my iPad stream capture. Give me a second. Yeah, we'll think of something. We could do just for fun stuff. Oh, look, there's the Charmeleon plush. It's on the slideshow. Stream's not over. We're gonna stay for a few more minutes so I can sketch Klaus's commission. I paused the slideshow on the Rio and Kurt plushies. Yeah, love War Turtle. You and I, we both know how much we love War Turtle. Something that would make them actually Rio and Crit plushies is if I got some cool bandanas for them, like little bandanas. Oh yes, what's your question? I'm here if you have a question. Oops, I forgot that there's music playing. I was humming another song. Bum, 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Na 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 na. Na 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 na. So if my Charmeleon, Rio, became a Charizard, would he have a fire beard? Yes, he would have a fire beard. I think I have a drawing of Rio as a Charizard in the slideshow. Let me see if I can find it randomly. Um, has he ever accidentally started a fire? When he was not used to it yet, but in my version of Pokemon, Charmeleon, Charizard, Charmander, they can turn off their fire if they want to. And I suppose it would be the same for Pokemon like like Cyndaquil. Cyndaquil can turn off their fire. And the reason I want that is because I want them to be able to do things like take a bath or sleep in a hay bed. Yeah, hold on. I'm still looking for the drawing of Rio with a beard. I might have to hold on, just keep searching. There you go. Oh shoot. Come back. It was already there. Dang it. This shuffle is quite confusing. I might have to turn off shuffle to find that again. So give me a second. I'll turn off shuffle. And then I'll find that again. There you go. Found it. There's Rhea with a beard as a Charizard on the left. This is like an early-ish design because I drew this before I had made any animations, but I like it this way. I quite like this gentle look for him, so I might keep it this way. Oh, no offense taken at all. I'm quite happy. I'm quite happy that y'all think Rio is a cutie. Charizard. Oh yes, he would be a gentle giant. But yes, I also designed it so that Charizard Rio would have some sort of cloak as opposed to just a bandana. Maybe something to uh wrap around someone who needs help in when he's rescuing somebody. Yes, he's quite a looker, isn't he? Oh my goodness, the music's suddenly very loud. On my end at least. Yeah, it's funny that I designed Rio with a scar on his eye because in real life, like 3 years later, I got injured on my eye, on my one eye. So another one of those things where life imitates art. Aw, if you'd like to try and make a PMD comic would be so fun. Whether it's a drawing or if you use sprites, I think it would work really well. That could be too. If he can turn on fire for his beard, maybe he makes the scar glow for fun. Oh, I can find the Tumblr post that has this. Give me a second. I will search for it. If I'm not mistaken, I drew this on Tumblr uh in 2018, if I'm not mistaken. Sprite comics would work as well. Yeah, and the PMD text box, that's a great idea for comic style. Because sometimes if you don't want specifically to draw, then you want to make your own scenarios. Sprite comics are great for that. Which Pokemon made me question being a non-furry? Well, not to be a broken record, but it was probably Charmeleon. I think it's because in the anime, like Charmeleon had an attitude change because Charmander was so sweet, and then Charmeleon was like all cool and stuff. That's one possibility. Another possibility could be, um, oh, Typhlosion. That's a good one too. Typhlosion's like standing up really tall. Oh, found it. I found the Rio as a Charizard post from May of 2018. Thank goodness Tumblr keeps track of what day things were made. Oh right, hold on, give me a second. This is the Rio as a Charizard. I said Charmander earlier. Rio as a Charizard post. Uh, yes, the team name of Rio and Kurt is the Igdig. It's Tagalog for world. In Tagalog. Well, Rio's already an adult. This is just like Grandpa Rio or something, or older man Rio. Yep, I'm Filipino, same as yesterday. Tagalog specifically. There are many languages in the Philippines, and Tagalog is one of them. Tagalog is the only one that I speak. Um, yes, it's the same drawing. I just showed because some folks wanted to have a full art version, not just seeing it on the side of the slideshow. So yes, that's why I linked the full version. Rio, yes, Rio is Tagalog. Tagalog is what you call a person who is from the southern Tagalog region. Well, usually we just say Filipino for everybody, but specifically, uh, because Tagalog is only one of the many languages and cultures. If you guys remember the lullaby video where Rio sings a song from his old world, that was meant to be specifically a reference to say that Rio remembers certain parts of his humanity. You know, like he remembers his old language and other such references like that. He can in my head canon, uh in my head canon, humans who enter the Pokemon world will speak in Tagalog because I want that to be a thing. You know, I'm a Filipino uh, creator. I have the power to make it be that humans who enter the PMD world just speak Tagalog, and Pokemon will call it speaking human. That's my idea. I haven't done it yet. Like I said, I haven't continued that comic. Where you know, what, let me show you all the comic because I'm pretty sure I have it here as well. Oh, did I not upload it to Tumblr? I probably didn't. That's unfortunate. No. Dang it. Mm, Give me a second. I will try to find that comic. Well, if I am creating this world, I would technically fulfill the creator role, so yes. Oops, sorry about that. I'm pretty sure I just showed you all my pictures folder. So give me a second. Yeah, yesterday we did go through my pictures folder. I'm just gonna see if I can find the comic I did. The Grookey is named Callie. Yes, why not? Why not the Philippines? You know, if anywhere in the world, why not here? Well, buddy, you can do a sprite comic if you want. You know, like using game sprites as the comic. That could be if you want to do that. But at the same time, you could just write a story. That would also be fan fiction. Meanwhile, I'm still looking for the the comic I did. Appear before me. It's been so long since I did it, so. Oh yes, how do you write Golurk? I think Rio would be fine though if he returns to the heat wave. Well, uh, I'm gonna say that in the short film that I'm doing, I don't know if I'm gonna have Callie in there at all, because even when you match up the timeline of the first Rio and Kurt short film, the It's Super Effective short film, it doesn't really match as well with the overarching story of those two. It was just me trying to express this idea of, you know, uh, this idea of gayness, being queer through Pokemon, but I don't know if that's exactly how it happened. I found the comic, by the way. Huh, how does Golurk subsist on food, I wonder? Like, how does it eat a berry? Oh, it's kind of hard to see this. If it weren't too long, like if you made them little short stories, then it would be easier to read. It would be easy to read. Maybe yeah, maybe Rio leaves before Kelly becomes the daughter, or maybe it's like I don't know, maybe it's another interpretation of that storyline. I'll 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 see what people think after it comes out. But in general, I don't think that the Rio and Kurt story has to be super duper strict because just like in the games, there are many universes for the the humans to appear in the Pokemon world because they can be the humans from the first game or the third game or the second game. Here we go. Wait. Uh. Here we go. Yeah, I need to move the comic around. Yeah. So this is the comic that I have not continued, but I want to continue, but I haven't, but I want to. I don't know if you can read it very well. No, well, he's a Pancham, right? The tiny one. I just love this line. I've turned into a Pokemon. I don't even know which Pokemon this is. Oh yeah, Gamer Moogle. That is a fun idea, where if the partner returns to and they'll have their own human form. That sounds fun. Oh wait, hold on. What song is playing? This is Pewter City, right? Pewter City from Heart Golden Soul Silver. Literally, was a Gen 1er. Well, maybe like if a person doesn't know a certain species in real life, it could be that like that. But yes, in this short comic, like it's only 2 pages long right now. The idea is that humans have become so uh popular, common in the PMD world, in the Pokemon world, that they have protocols for when a human mysteriously appears in the world, etc. Ah, thanks. I love Pancham. I love Pancham. I love Pangoro. So this is page 1. Like I said, there's only 2 pages. Let's move to the second page, which is over here. Yeah. Whoa, 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 whoa. Stop it. Get down. Stop it. There. So, in this page, the Pancham is explaining that humans are a known thing in the Pokemon world. Pancham says, "You're not the first human-turned Pokemon to arrive here. I want to think of a good term. What would Pokemon call humans who appear in their world? I feel like they should have a term for humans who appear in the Pokemon world." Yes. You're not the first human-turned Pokemon to arrive here, and you probably won't be the last. Many have stayed, some have left, but all have shared part of themselves to the world we live in together. And Litleo says, whoa. So you can see here I have a little cameo from Maximus and Diego, who are my Gates to Infinity protagonists, yeah. No, I don't think so. Human. Yes, and then he calls for Chief, because this Pancham is part of a rescue team as dictated by them wearing a bandana, and it's Chief Rio. All right, yeah, I do remember mentioning this to you. Travelers are could be a term for them. So like when someone on the rescue team finds a human, let's say it happens maybe a few times a year, a couple times a year. They report it to Chief Rio. Yeah. You know what? Let's continue this comic tomorrow. Let's continue this comic tomorrow on stream. I would like that. I'm very proud of this work and I really wanted to continue it. So hold me to that, guys. We're gonna continue this comic tomorrow. What's this next drawing? Oh, look, it's Bowser. Okay, sorry. This is unrelated. This is just the this is the next drawing in the slide. Thanks. Yeah, I could probably do like a couple of pages tomorrow. Okay, time to go back to the drawing because I still haven't done the sketch that I said I was gonna do. Oh, dittoing, yeah. You mentioned that earlier. Dittoing is an interesting idea, although it would also imply some sort of transformation that could be seen, but I don't think they can untransform in the Pokemon world. It seems to be like a dimension hopping thing, or this is the form that you take when you're in this dimension. And like someone said earlier, if the partner jumps from the Pokemon world to the human world, they would probably have a human form as well. Oh yes, Dwalin, I really like that artwork that you did on Twitter. You know, I made Rio Dynamax in the animation. Maybe it should be Kurt next time. That would be hard though because I would have to animate that whole sequence again. It's not a very easy sequence to animate. Oh, hello. Oh my goodness. The screen share is getting glitchy again. And then I restart it. It would be strange, yes. Like people don't even know what Rio's human form looks like, but that's fine. I'm okay just leaving it up to imagination. Although I would draw that as personal art because I quite enjoy making human character designs. Oh, come on. Hold on. My iPad is not broadcasting its screen. Yes, I remember the Porygon Z guy. Oh, come on. Give me a second. The broadcasting thing is just not working. Hello? Broadcasting thing. Please work. Oh yeah, I love Bowser. Bowser can be a friend because Bowser plays tennis with them and golf and Mario Party when he's a player sometimes and not an obstacle. Bowser's also their friend in the Paper Mario. I know in Super Mario RPG, and also in I guess I suppose they are friends in Bowser's Inside Story. So it's not far to think of them as being friendly. Okay, you're on the read. Oh, there we go. My iPad screen's back. Oh yeah, and Mario and Rabbids the sequel. Oh, why not? I wonder if that would require, you know, that kind of dark element for Pancham to evolve, really, because that's probably what it is in the games, right? Bowser's a good dad, yeah. You know what? I haven't played Sparks of Hope. Is it fun? I quite like Mario and Rabbids Kingdom Battle, although I find it uh, a little bit tedious sometimes. Oh, you redesigned your water turtle to have an eye patch? Interesting. Oops. Oh, is it a bit sluggish? Between your and Kurt, who does Callie hear more dad jokes from? Probably Kurt, because he likes to laugh more, while Rio prefers to be more gentle and nurturing. Ah, I see. Yeah, I hope y'all keep on holding on and giving love and care to your ideas for PMD fiction, as long as that's still fun for you. It's really nice to hear your ideas and uh to hear how enthusiastic you are about them. Probably, I don't think she would cringe. I think she would just find it funny. Hey, my goodness, my iPad really doesn't want to keep broadcasting. I better sketch this out quick. Oh my goodness, please stop it. It's really having a hard time broadcasting right now. So sorry, Klaus. You know what? I'm gonna turn off the music for now. I think it's slowing down my computer. Okay. I'm glad that you enjoyed the stream. Who's Madison? I don't know. I don't remember who Madison is. I don't think I've encountered him. That's quite honored you. That's our school year is done for now because of like going to summer. I'm gonna do my best to sketch this out, but my computer is like, I need to rest. Which is why next time I really shouldn't take this long. We dilly dallied because I was enjoying showing you the plushies. Yeah, I remember that feeling. Yeah, my voice is being weird, right? If my voice is still being weird, I think it's best if I turn off my mic for now and then just type and then just really quickly sketch these out on stream and then I'll continue it later. Yes, y'all are being very sweet. So I will turn off the mic and then you can just watch me and until I'm done with whatever this thing I'm doing is. So, uh see you on chat for now. Typing, typing.